All right, so we are back again, and every time it's 1:30 GMT, right? And it is 9:30 Eastern time. That's New York Standard Time. Or New York time. We'll be live trying to get something to trade for the New York session. Wow. So gold has really dropped massively, right? So I'm looking out for some sales on gold. We're getting right into it, right? I was looking out for some sales on gold, but then it didn't happen. But right now, what I'm seeing here is this equal highs, right? Or equal lows. Sorry, equal highs on gold, which is here. So if I have equal highs over there, then it means that there is liquidity resting well, at that particular point. And I always use two brokers for gold, right? So I'm always checking. But then, gold is interesting right now. There is liquidity to lying beneath. So gold is quite interesting at this point in time. In as much as there is liquidity above, there is liquidity lying below the zone. If you're looking at it critically, right? So there's liquidity above it and there's liquidity below. So now what do? We are waiting for price to hit one of these zones, right? Any of these zones. But then if we want to scalp, what can we do? When it's 1:30, look out for our options, right? So right now it's just 1 minute more, and then we'll see if there is any news events that we can capitalize on. Now at 2:15, there's FOMC. All right, saying this right now, and this is medium impact, so not really much, right? So member Walter, the FOMC, which is the what, Federal Open Market Committee, they are having their member, which is Walter, to be speaking today. And then this, the market has a lot of things that moves it, right? There are a lot of events or that will move this market. So this meeting might also move the market, but it's not any significant move like the way the high impact news like the CPI, the NFP do, right? So let's just look out for it. All right. So this is what we are expecting, and then also 5 p.m. we'll be expecting another something something, right? Also it's 1:30 now, and what I like to do as usual, just put a vertical line here, and let's see what will happen during this time. So we are just scalping. So while we wait, we can look at other pairs, right? And then I am thinking of something, right? Should gold should gold get to this point over here whilst you're on the live, whilst you're on the live, I'm thinking we should sell. I am thinking we should sell because Now we are going to look at how market is going to react here. But then if this zone doesn't hold, the reason why we are not going to sell massively is because there is equal highs over here. So the market moves from liquidity to liquidity, right? So it's going to move from an area where there's much liquidity, and then we'll clear from that side and then move downwards. So we are going to look at how market is going to react. If it's able to get here first for the news, most likely we'll take a shot. We'll take a shot. And if you take from here to our current stop loss, which is it's about 50 pips, which is a lot. And then we need to see market trying to reverse here. And then the reason for that is very simple. But then we need to see something like that. Alright. So let's look at that first, right? Let's look at that first. This is the XY. Now you know how I like to do it now. Most of the time I start from the higher time frames and then look at what is being presented there, right? Now on the XY, what am I seeing on the XY? Not really much that I'm interested in, right? Okay, let's move to Euro USD. Euro USD, according to me, then we are going to have a very big drop, right? We are dropping all the way down. Unless I see something very interesting happening right here, which I'm not sure I'll be very interested to take. So Euro USD, let me see if we can get an opportunity to join for the sell side, right? One opportunity that we can get on Euro USD would be over here. So should Euro USD get here, we'll take a shot. We'll take a sell. Whilst you're on this live, yeah. Should we get here? We'll take a short stem sell. Nothing too fancy, right? But then we need to see a reaction of how market is going to react over here. So Euro USD, we are keeping it locked. Also, the GBP USD, my guy. GBP, same thing for GBP USD, right? We are expecting, I am expecting somewhat of a sell, right? Mm, nothing much. Yeah, nothing much. I'm expecting a sell over there. So if I start from the higher time frame, then I'm expecting sell. Because this thing has been stressing for quite a while, right? But before, if you are entering on the higher time frame, then you're gonna stay in here for the long run. I'd like to see a break out of this trend line, then I enter for the sell. But then, if that doesn't happen, and we're still there inside again. So this is what we have for GBP. I don't think we'll have an opportunity to join though. Earlier I was treating this as a head and shoulder, right? This particular pattern over here. So I just have to adjust this. This is not your usual head and shoulder, right? But then head and shoulder is basically something that it's just saying that it's a pattern, right? The reversal pattern, which is saying that the price is trending upwards, and then we get to a particular price level. Let's say on this chart we are having 1.26442, and then we get here and then we move above this 1.2644 or 46 something, or let's say 1.26400, right? And then we move above that, and then we go up all the way to this side. That's 1.26800, and then we come back again, forming this kind of pattern. Then there is a possible reversal. So first things first is that get to a particular point over here, that's here. So it means that price is moving this way, it's moving up, gets to this point. That's this the next thing that would happen, should price come back to this point and then surpass this zone and then come back to the initial point. So this whole zone, we are going to call it the neckline, and then move back up and then get back into the neckline. So it's going to form something like three triangles, and then the three triangles, we are having the left shoulder, the head, which is going to be the longest one, and then the right shoulder. We expected that price should come down, and then look, price just fall down. We tested the same, and then came back down. So how are we going to get the trade over here at the retest level? So we are going to use our fibs, right? Basically that is, and then we are going to get a trade on the 61. So it isn't bad. Also, you're watching gold, and then UAUS. Currently, UAUS is looking good to me, and I'd like to join in that. Okay, so we are done. Look at UAUS. UAUS is still going down. Still going down. Let's look at gold. What else gold doing? And now on the 1 minute, gold is creating some kind of. This is our resistance over here. That's resistance on the 1 minute. Over here, another resistance on the lower time. So should price break out from any one of this, we take a sell. But then we need to see a full April what body for us to take a sell. Alright, so from there let's move straight to AUDUS or the USD, right? Or the USD, or the USD, or the USD. I feel like I have been left out, like, for the sales. I feel like I am late. So what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So I'm late. But sometimes being late is good, right? There's a surety, right? When you are late sometimes. There's some level of surety. Okay. Alright. So let's see what God is doing. So on the 1 minute, if this candle is able to break out, then it means that we'll join for a sell, and then this is how it's supposed to look like. Our SL shouldn't be more than this one over here. So let's keep our SL 30 pips. So we've hit a 1:1 risk to reward right now. Prefer the 1:1 just to roll right now. And then we are going down, hitting more. So this is over 50 pips right here, because if you entered around 25 or 24 and then you are at 20, that's 50 pips. 19, 60, 70. So right here, right now, we just made 70 pips with 30 pips stop loss, and just like that. And I took this trade using my phone, fortunately for me, and just like that, we have scalped on gold. Now this zone is still valid for a sell. It's still valid for a sell. But then, what will happen? Rather, this thing has happened to me before, right? So we are gonna pick the whole of this side. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll tell you to sell over here. If you want to sell again, so at the 78 region, that is the best place for you to sell now. Like this whole thing has happened. I'm going to tell you time without number that this thing has happened to me several times. If you didn't take this street, this first time that we did here, and then we are now here, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Do not even stress. Do not even stress. Didn't. So we took 60. And then you have to be fast, right? You have to be very, very fast. Alright. So just got our first trade. Alright. Which pair were we on? I think AUD USD, right? We're looking at AUD USD. AUD USD. AUDSD. You see, I told you I'm feeling late to this party, and you don't want to be late. You don't want to fall. You don't want to get under a falling knife, right? Or jump onto a moving train. And I feel late, right? Right now we have to look for the next point where we can get a buy, and hopefully it's going to be the zone, right? Hopefully a strong buy will outline itself over here. If it doesn't, then we are out. It's okay, it's all cool. And gold is just falling just like that, right? Gold is falling just like that. And then we sold over here around 25. And then we have gone all the way to 16, right? That is why I closed my trade. I have closed my trade long time after this fall. I closed my trade, right? So I took about 70 pips. And if you are still in, you should be getting around 90 pips or 100 pips. That's crazy, right? Very simple. But right now we have made 100 pips. Very simple, very solid, right? Very simple, very solid. And it isn't like magic or anything. And then we are moved below. There's liquidity here, just like I said. So provided there's liquidity there, what's gonna happen? Price will have to move to where there is liquidity and then move from liquidity to the next point. It happens. All right. So let's see. Should price get here any day, anytime? You can still sell for some short term. Yeah, that's 120 pips. Oh, wow. And there isn't any news or anything. Just check my FX. So let's see if there's anything upcoming, right? So with my FX book, right? We are having the same news, that's medium impact news, and then low impact news, low impact news. There isn't anything much, but then let's see. This market is crazy, right? It's crazy here. It's crazy. Now, hopefully, and if you know me, you should be looking at our price getting to this point, this particular point over here. So, if you are in for the next news, I'm not going to expect that the news rather moves to or changes goes direction to a buy, but rather continue selling, continue selling. Yeah, sounds weird, right? But that is my perspective, or that is my prediction. And mind you, it's just a prediction. It doesn't mean that you should also pick the same trade if your strategy tells you otherwise. But if not, why not? You can join in. Alright. The aim is to make money. So mostly I trade on the 5 minutes time frame, right? And then I'll be looking out that if should price take out the zone, I'll enter. So the 1 minute time frame was quite an aggressive move, right? But then usually should have been like this on gold. Usually this is what we'll be seeing. And then we'll have, so how many pips from here? From here right now we've made about uh, close to 100 pips, right? About 100 pips. Which is not bad. Let me see what my telegram is saying. Oh, this schema trades. He also took their sell position on gold. That's great. Now there are a few traders that I watch, right? No, not that I take their signals, but no, I admire how they also trade. And then I also watch how they trade, like, but not that I take their signals. I have to understand the trade, right? So if I understand the trade and then they give the same signal, why not? I take it. I take it. But then not like I don't understand what they are doing and then they just post a sell and then it doesn't confirm with me or with by my strategy. I don't have a setup. Maybe their sell is valid, but then I still do not understand it. I wouldn't take it. That is just how it works, right? So most of the time, understand what you are doing. Understand everything that you're doing. If it doesn't make sense to you, it isn't by force, right? So also we are having a free beginner session. Feel free to join, which I'll be teaching. I'll be taking you through my beginner course, right? How I trade the forex market. Should be starting this weekend or even this Friday. Wow, God is God is massive right now. So there's over 100 pips from this zone right here. This is over 100 pips. And then we entered over here, right? We are making bank. We should be making money. But I closed early, right? We are scalping. And one thing about a scalper is like get ready to leave money on the table, right? Be comfortable leaving money on the table. Be comfortable leaving money. Do not be too greedy, right? Do not be too greedy. And then the funny thing is that before this today there was PPI news, right? And before the PPI news, I was waiting for a sell confirmation, right? But then if you look here, this was my point of interest. I didn't get any confirmation to sell over here, so I left the trade, and then the trade came, the news came, and then it was some sort of uh, some sort of a buy, and then I jumped in quickly for a quick buy. But I regret that. I even regret that decision right now. As of now, right? I regret that right now. Which I ended up closing in a loss, a very little loss, very little loss. I think $3. It's okay. And then this was my next trade, the sales on gold. So since I didn't get a confirmation, I didn't take it. But then this was a confirmation for me, right? This engulfing. But then there wasn't any change of character as at then, or I didn't see it. Okay, there was a change of character. There was a change of character here. So that was it. That was it. Nice trade. So okay, the next trade is 215, right? Let me refresh this. Oh, okay. FOMC. Let's see. Let's see. FOMC is most of the time trickier then. You know what I mean? It's just not. FOMC just. Right. Yeah, let me make this. Let me get a different color. Let's get something like black. All right. Let's get black. And then let's increase the pixel. Oh, okay, there can't be. Let's do it two. All right. So now let's see what's gonna happen. We are definitely not going to pick this trade if you don't have a setup, right? All right. Let's move on to other pairs. Euro USD. Do I think it will come back to this zone? Oh, I'm not sure. As of now, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Euro USD will be back. But then, let's see. Oh, wow. So if you realize the trend line that I drew just here, right? I don't know if you can see that I drew over here. Let's see if it touches this. Then it means that this is our third touch of the trend line. Starting this way. This is the first touch of the trend line over here. Second touch, and then a third touch. Right. And then a third touch. So let's see how price reacts over here. Then it means that possibly the FOMC can push price up. But then we need to see a confluence, I always need a confluence. I always need a confluence. See, if I tell you that there's two things that will happen. This price is either going to buy or sell. And FOMC is kind of like it's like that. Most of the time. That guy is just not friendly like that. FOMC is just not friendly like that with me. So let's keep pushing until we see a confirmation we are not buying. Because eventually each and every trend line needs to be broken. Trend lines will be broken, right? So if we don't see a buy confirmation set up here, then there is no need for us to even get on a buy. Most likely we should even sell. Just like I said. So hopefully we get a confirmation on the 5 minutes time frame. If not, we good to go. Then we expect sales. But that doesn't mean that we are entering for sales, right? Today we are not looking, since gold is a bit interesting today, we are not looking much. So we are not going far. We are still here. FOMC usually in most cases it has buy and then sell, buy and then sell, buy and then sell. But we'll just not trade it. We'll just look at it right now since we've made money off our first trade. How come I do this? That's one thing I'm not getting right now. How did I draw this? Because this isn't making any sense to me as at the moment. Hopefully I do it this way, right? Can't remember this what I did. And I was saying that there's liquidity here. USD JPY, right? Should price get here? Should price uh, USD JPY? Should price get to this point? That's the 78. That's the tip right here, right? Should price get to USD JPY 78% region, I'll be looking out for the opportunity to short the market. No doubt. And very simple reasons, right? Very, very simple reasons to short the market again. So if I am shorting the market on USD JPY, then it means that there's a potential that good can go up. But this is not like my AA setup, right? So, oh, that's kind of like a pickle. The USD card. And now I took a trade on USD card right over here at the 78 region, and then move all the way from here. And then I took profits, my first profit somewhere here. Sad, right? Very, very sad. Whilst I could have banked on all of this, I closed 80% of my position over here, and then left the rest, and then closed the next trade somewhere here. So that's what it is mostly. Okay, you was 30 cards CHF. You was 30, what do you have for us? Now, on the last, or on the previous, what's the name? Session that we had, the live stream that I had, right? I was saying that US 30 should get to this zone, and then I will look for sales, right? Unfortunately, US 30 didn't get there. I was looking at the 78 region, but unfortunately, US 30 I think got to the 61% and then decided to, yeah, do Goyaro me as usual. Alright, Euro GBP, I think that really interesting. Euro GBP. You can buy Euro GBP, but it's a long shot. Wow, I like what I'm seeing here on Euro GBP. So if you wanna have a trade on Euro GBP, right? This is the trade. This is a trade I'll personally take. I will personally take this trade if I come to do so. But then, where should your stop loss be? As usual, your stop loss should be at the current low. So if you are taking a trade from here, so yeah, we are running around 25 pips, which is not much. So very soon the news will be set and ready to go on gold. Let's see what we're gonna have. GBP USD as well. I think this thing is ready to close for a buy. If it closes for a buy, I think if it closes with an engulfing candle, hopefully we'll have a buy. So let's look at the news figures. So 2 minutes more to the news. Since there are no figures, right? It's an FOMC member that is speaking, so there wouldn't be anything like that, like figures for us. So if you want to take this trade with me here, you can take it and then have your SI 1.25015. Let's see how this goes. So it's for a buy. If it takes it out, make sure that you don't waste all the money that you traded, that you have made today. So nothing significant, right? Nothing really significant. We're still watching. Alright. Anytime that we are in a trade and then we are in a loss, automatically this soundtrack plays, right? Alright, this soundtrack I think is gonna end soon when we hit SL. But if we hit SL, we've made more than we've lost. So we should be good, right? Right now we are playing around break even that side. So let's watch this. This USD card. Nothing interesting as usual. Alright. Past CHF is not of my interest at the moment. Let me look at USD card. Not interested. I'm not interested in USD card. Also, okay. Now with this pattern that UUSD has formed over here, I am very sure that we are going to continue going down. But one thing that I'm not sure about is that if we are going to get here, if we get here, to God be the glory. To God be the glory. We're still short. So this GBP USD trade that we are having on here is just like a retracement something. But then it's very what very small lot size. And then the confluence is because of this trend line something. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. If it doesn't go in our favor, it's all good. It's all good. Provided we've not lost the profits that we made earlier. It's all good. Right. Euro odd. So GBP odd is of interest to me now. Also something I'm seeing on the 5 minutes time frame. Should I get sorry, Euro GBP, right? Euro GBP is of interest to me. It's of great interest to me. The reason being this. I'm very hopeful about the setup.
You can put 100 grand on it. Anything I said, I'll stamp on it. In a private plane, I'll lamp on it. Lele oh, they call me Bankole. Cause I walk around with the bank on it. Show them Gangnam style, put the gang on him. Twist my fingers up on a bang on him. Lele oh, yeah. Tobalo ako macho, yeah. Tobalo mako macho, yeah. Nobody know tomorrow. Choro ka choro.
So
And if a boy feel macho, make him look red like a tomato. If him not dead, then he comatose. No go bambo. As that day comes, as I go, God watch over me, oh Lord. I cannot trust my neighbors. As that day
so
comes,
the last time I was here, right? The last time we had a live
God
session,
watch over
I
me,
think we
oh
sold over
Lord.
here.
I cannot trust
No,
my neighbor.
no, no. Yeah, this was the sell. This was the sell right here. And then we hit full TP, right? We hit TP over here. We hit TP. And that's what we do, right? That's what we do here. Occasionally, once in a while, you hit a stop loss, you're a forex trader. But then, you should win more than you're losing. That is it. All right. Odd NZD, not pretty. That's something I'm willing to look at. NZD card. NZD card, there's nothing interesting here. Wait, wait. NZD card. There is something interesting here. There is something very interesting here. On our NZD card, with NZD card, we need this candle, right? This flower candle to close bearish. Precisely a bearish engulfing, right? So this candle closed a bearish engulfing and a bearish engulfing. Please, all due respect, enter, enter for a sell. This is our 50 pips, 55 pips. Not bad. If you are more conservative, you can also try something like this, right? If you break out of this trend line, then why not? If you enter. Now I would need this for our candle to close, right? This for our candle to close. An NZD card. It's on my radar, right? It's on my radar. So right now let's look at NZD card for a sell. So let's look at gold. Gold, why are you misbehaving? The GBP USD. That's what I trade. Uh, we'll not call it a trade. I'm still in though because what I'm risking is very small, very very little. This GBP USD, right? This is the trade. I'm still in, risking very little. You know when you're trading a 10K account size, it's not new, yeah. It's quite normal. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so let's monitor this and then let's monitor a bit of gold, right? Now with this thing that gold is doing here, now I'm in break even right here on GBP USD. But then let's see. Let's just monitor it. And let's watch gold, our favorite person. Gold is number one. What is everyone's favorite question? Now we spent an hour on this stream. Very soon we'll be ending. And then let's just alright. We're just watching this. You know how it's gonna behave. Just a moment. Let's just watch this and enjoy the music. Alright. So we've been here for quite some time now. We've been here for quite some time. The GBP USD right now floating in a little profit. Very little profit. Right now. Break even loss. But then today we took a sell on gold, then we were able to make bank. I'll be looking out to sell gold any moment, anywhere over here, right? I'm saying that pick it from here. I'm still in a downtrend. If you want to sell gold, it's either if you want to sell gold again, it's either at 2030 or 2029 or 2036, right? If you sell gold in any of these regions, I bet you are going to go. Since gold is pushing up, I presume GBP USD should at least move up a little bit, but then it isn't. It's rather moving down like the stubborn boy that it is. But then right now we are in profit. So if you know you cannot handle the stress that comes with GBP USD, you can what and close the trade. It's not a problem, provided you've made money the first time. Make sure that you make at least a little something, even for your commissions or for the swap charges or for the spread charges that they are going to take. And then have a nice, wonderful day. Thank you very much for joining today's live. Let's do that again tomorrow or probably next week.